Hello again, race car fans, in cartoon form. Here's another car I knew nothing about, never heard of it. It's the Mazda 737C. I know the 787 because that thing won the 24 Hours of Le Mans. But this thing was a predecessor or somewhere earlier in the history of this thing. So I'm just going to read off Wikipedia stuff here. It's a prototype racing car for the 24 Hours of Le Mans, specifically built for that race. Under the Group C2 formula, so some sort of racing class there. And then it's powered by a two-rotor Wankel engine, rotary engine. Two of these things were entered in the 1985 race, and they finished 3rd and 6th in their class. I guess that's alright. Also raced in part of the 1985 World Sports Championship season, managing 8th place. Alright, and that's all it really says. Okay. So this is an interesting ChoroQ. I just bought it loose, obviously there's no packaging, but it's longer. It's a lot longer than a standard ChoroQ. And then I've never seen these wheels by this brand either. These are new wheel molds for me. Alright, the printing is great. It's all tampos, it's all paint, it's not decals. And then really tight, very, very tight panel gaps. Very impressive. And that's because it's a plastic body. I usually don't see the printing in this orientation either. Usually it's this way. But anyways, it says number 04E. So I don't know if this is a series, but this, how old is this thing? Let me zoom in. 1986. This might possibly be the oldest ChoroQ I have. Interesting. 1986. This is old, man. It also says WEC. So I think that's World Endurance Championship, maybe? Alright, well anyways, it's nice that it tells you what the car is and when this toy was made. Standard construction, well, that's not standard construction, because I don't know what's happening back here. And it's also rare to have this rear tire staggered so much in width. So that's different, and also there's something molded. It's Dunlop. Wow. Hopefully it's really dark on my camera screen. Hopefully YouTube will show it up, but it literally has Dunlop molded into both tires, so that's impressive. Okay, deep vent there. Unfortunately, no black paint. And then the front we have painted on black lens covers with the little rivet marks, and then these is just the gray base or whatever. And then printing there was good. Some silver in these vents. This vent is pretty deep, but no paint. And then you got the whole canopy painted yellow. Looks pretty good. I can't... Oh, there's even a Mazda printed. Or that's molded in, I think. Yeah, that's actually molded in, and it's textured as well. That's really smart. Instead of printing it, just mold it. Alright, some vents everywhere. This rear wing looks like the base is part of the body. But maybe the top is a separate piece? I would think it has to be. I don't know how... Well, I don't know. It looks like it's all one piece. The wing, the struts, and that. I just don't know how you would mold that. That would be a well, I guess this is one part of a mold that pulls out this way. But... I don't know. I'm always interested in how things are made. Looks like these two vent holes here are probably the same plastic as the base. They're tabbed in. And maybe these are red lights. I don't know. I couldn't find a rear view of this thing. Well, I gotta say, this is a really nicely detailed ChoroQ. It's better detailed than some of the more modern ones, actually. It's amazing how this is from 1986 and it looks this good. Alright, well, let's compare it to a couple other castings. So I don't have a 1/64 scale of this. I'm positive no one's made it because this wasn't a winner. But here's a Nissan R390 GT, and this is by ChoroQ. So it's probably I don't know if it's a more modern one actually. What's the sticker on this say? Oh, I don't have a sticker on this saying what year it competed. Oh well, sorry. So the shortening, is not as cartoonish. It's, if these were the same cars, it's only shortened by like 20%. Alright, and then here is the Choro-Q of the Le Mans winner. Now you can see, this is definitely very cartoonish because they shrank the length of it so much. So if you guys are into these cartoon cars, what style do you like more? Somewhat cartoonish or very cartoonish? I like the very cartoonish look. So this is nice and all, especially for its age. In fact, how old is this one? That's the question. This is from 2004. So, yeah, 8 years later, is it? 86? Was that 84? I can't remember anymore. Alright, well, yeah, there you go. There are the differences. And also the tires. Granted, these are standard ChoroQ tires. Granted, the wheels are not. But you see the width of the tires are identical here. Versus this one. They're so staggered. So there's a lot of stuff on this old one I actually rather enjoy. Alright, so let me get my little driver figure. Let this guy spin one more time because it's a nice one. Yeah, boy, it makes me want to research more about this. I don't know if there's a whole set or what, but this is really, really cool. I'm curious what other race cars they made. Okay, well, if anyone knows any more about this style of Choro-Q and what else they may have made, please leave a comment. I'd like to research that. But if you don't know, hopefully you enjoyed this one. It's an interesting topic for sure. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.